to the So You Missed Church podcast. We are happy to have you here with us today. Happy Monday to you. This is Clint Daly, and I'm hoping that if you went to church this week, you got something from it. But maybe you missed church this week. Maybe you couldn't go. Or maybe you just didn't go, and maybe you didn't even miss it that much. We're hoping we can still get your week started in a positive way. So a man is super stressed. His wife is about to turn 50, and he has no idea what to do for her birthday. Should he throw her a surprise party? Should he plan a trip? He doesn't know what to do, and he's running out of time. The big day is already tomorrow. Well, the day before her birthday, he peeks in the bedroom as his wife is getting ready for work, and he sees her looking in the mirror, and he hears her whispering to her own image in the mirror, "I just wish I was 6 again." And as she looks in the mirror, he sees tears rolling down her face. And it gives the man an incredible idea. The next day, on the morning of her birthday, he wakes up early. He makes her a nice big bowl of Lucky Charms. And then he whisks her off to the Six Flags theme park. And what a day they have. They ride on every ride in the park. They ride the Death Slide, the Wall of Fear, the Screaming Roller Coaster. They eat cotton candy and popcorn and Italian ice. And 5 hours later, they stagger out of the theme park. Her head is spinning. Her stomach is flipping, but it's not over. Because then her husband takes her to a McDonald's. He orders her a Happy Meal with extra fries and gets her a chocolate shake. Then they're off to a movie. They get popcorn. They get a soda. And they get some of her favorite candy, Skittles. What a wonderful adventure. Finally, she wobbles home with her husband and collapses into bed, fully exhausted. And he leans over to his wife with a big smile, and he lovingly says, "Dear, I hope you enjoyed your birthday." And I mean, she doesn't want to be mean. She says, "Yes, it was nice, but I'll be honest, I'm exhausted. My stomach hurts, and I still feel kind of dizzy." And he says, "Well, I know, but yesterday when you were getting ready for work, I peeked in on you, and I actually heard you whisper, 'I wish I was 6 again.' And I just wanted to try to make you feel like you were 6 again." And his wife closed her eyes tight, and she said, "Thanks, sweetheart. But I was actually talking about my dress size." Hey, do you ever just feel tired? I mean, just physically, emotionally, and spiritually exhausted? Well, that is the time that you have to be the most vigilant to do what is right. I mean, as George Patton once said, fatigue makes cowards of us all, and it is absolutely true. And we actually have biblical evidence that this is true. Today we go to the book of Luke, and we go to chapter 4, where it says Jesus went out into the wilderness by himself, and he was out there for 40 days. And in verse 2, it says he ate nothing for those 40 days. Okay, first off, 40 days without food. I can't go 40 hours without food. 40 minutes, we're freaking out. But I digress. He's in the wilderness. Sleeping where? On the ground, I guess? No food, 40 days. I will go ahead and assume Jesus might have been a tad fatigued. And in verse 3, it says that Satan himself shows up at the end of those 40 days. Do you think that's a coincidence? I don't think so. And the devil says to him, "If you are the Son of God, tell this stone to become bread." And Jesus answers, "It is written, man shall not live on bread alone." So the devil led him up to a high place and showed him in an instant all the kingdoms of the world. And he said to him, "I will give you their authority and splendor. It has been given to me, and I can give it to anyone I want. If you worship me, it will be all yours." And Jesus answered, "It is written, worship the Lord your God and serve him only." So the devil led him to Jerusalem and had him stand on the highest point of the temple and said, "If you are the Son of God, throw yourself down from here. For it is written, he will command his angels concerning you to guard you carefully. They will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone." And Jesus answered, "It is said, do not put the Lord your God to the test." When the devil had finished all this tempting, he left. So I ask you today, do you ever get tired and just feel like when you do, you make poor decisions? Yeah, again, That is not a coincidence. Because when we are tired, we make poor choices. We look for easy fixes that many times are not actually all that good for us. Now, while I would urge you to recognize when you are tired and to recognize that you might make poor decisions, therefore, when you are tired, you must raise your awareness to make better choices, and that is 100% true. I would also encourage you this. Try not to put yourself in those situations. Because how aware are you of how much sleep you get? How good are your sleep habits? How good are your eating habits? How good are your drinking habits? Because all of those things can contribute to us being fatigued, and we know when we are tired, we are more likely to make poor choices. Look, I make poor enough choices on my own. I certainly do not need the assistance of putting myself in a difficult situation. This week, be more aware of how you're treating your body in terms of being fatigued. Because we know from the Bible, from Jesus himself, fatigue can make cowards of us all. When we are tired, temptations will come. Be aware they're going to come. And also, let's try to put ourselves in healthier positions where we're not tempted to make dumb decisions. Hey, remember, you can always contact us at youmisschurch@gmail.com. Feel free to reach out to us. We would love to be a source of encouragement to you. You can follow us on Facebook or X at YouMissChurch, and you can subscribe to the podcast pretty much anywhere podcasts are hosted. Just type in You Miss Church wherever you're searching for it. It will probably pop up because we're pretty much everywhere now. If nothing else, you can always find us over on YouTube. I wish you all a very happy Monday, and I hope that you have a great week.